Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us for the All Chicago virtual hiring event. Today, we will be hearing from 3 employers hiring for positions across multiple industries. Each presenter will speak for approximately 5 to 10 minutes to give you some information about their organization, and will highlight the job openings they currently have. After presentations have concluded, we will then be transitioning into small group discussions with employers. Small group discussions will be held as one continuous session, and you will be able to move freely from room to room. Today's session is being recorded and will be made available on the Illinois workNet YouTube channel for you to refer to later. Now, I am pleased to introduce Victor with the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership. Victor?
Thank you, Daniel. Good morning, everyone. On behalf of my organization, the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership, I want to welcome everyone. My name is Victor Bisueta. I'm a business relations specialist here at the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership. We got Old Chicago and the Illinois Department of Employment Security here providing this virtual job fair for you. Once again, welcome everyone. And I would like to present Ms. Azalea Acuna and Jill Andrade to provide the first presentation today on behalf of Safe Haven.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jill Andrade, program supervisor here at Safe Haven. I've been working for the agency since 2017, right after college. And I've really done different positions within the agency, and such as like the shelter, the emergency shelter, and now I'm at the supportive housing side of things with the agency. But yes, pronouns he, him, and his, program supervisor. That's me.
Thanks, Gil. My name is Azalea Acuna. I am the Associate Director of Housing here at Safe Haven. I am fairly new myself with Safe Haven, having been here since about August of this year. Acclimating to my role, getting accustomed with our teams, and really working primarily with our EHI and rapid rehousing teams. Thanks, Gil.
Awesome. Yeah, so Safe Haven is a nonprofit social enterprise that helps people aspire, transform, and sustain their lives as they transition from homelessness to self-sufficiency. Safe Haven provides the tools for each individual to overcome the root cause of homelessness through a holistic and scalable model. Safe Haven's visible social and economic impact unites families, stabilizes the neighborhoods, and creates vibrant, viable communities. We are the nation's most complete continuum of care, meaning that while folks that are coming out of homelessness and enter our services, they can start off with the COVID-19 isolation space. We actually have a linkage with Rush, which if someone that's homeless and they need services for COVID, they can start off at our isolation center. And from there, they can transition to our supportive housing or transitional housing, which is the shelter. On the shelter, depending on the population, you may reside temporarily for a few months, depending on the population, whether a woman is a veterans or even single men and women. And while you're receiving services at our facilities, a lot of our clients have access to in-person healthcare and behavioral health, such as maybe mental health therapy or even substance abuse counseling. Clients also have access to education and life skills. A lot of our clients can also go through the GED program. We offer that resource here. And we also have the industry training, employment, and social business enterprise. With our job training and placement, we have certificates for like landscaping. We have certificates for welding, security, housekeeping, different linkages that we offer. And as well as they're getting trained, our employment program helps our clients navigate through the first process of like getting their first payroll, like such as like transportation assistance, maybe a bus card. And after that, once they are financially stable enough, they get linked to affordable housing, or just housing in general. Our continuum of care basically is wraparound services to ensure that client gets the right resources provided, and once ready to transition, the goal is to ultimately get them in affordable housing. Awesome. And as I was mentioning earlier, we provide a range of services such as individualized case management, shelter, food, treatment, education, job training, access to employment, affordable housing. Our partnership network is composed of public, private, corporate, and foundations and other entities to provide a network that can help deliver a seamless continuum of care, housing and employment, and resources, including funding to achieve financial stability and stability. We also offer housing, affordable housing, like veterans. We actually have a project that just started with our agency. It was a new project built, and we also offer housing services and rental assistance. If you're not familiar, when someone falls behind on rent, we are able to provide rental assistance if you're behind a rent, or even the mortgage for those that are landlords. Obviously, there has to be a hardship in place for that. We also offer job training and placement, as I mentioned, education, and in-person tele and behavioral health. Those are just a few of the many things that we offer here at A Safe Haven.
Okay, so today we have, we'll be looking for candidates for our 5 open rapid rehousing case management positions. Below on the slide, we have a couple of just points or bullet points with our job description. Essentially, we're looking for those that are interested in working with all types of households and populations in the rapid rehousing program. They could be households that are single women or men. They could be family households, youth households, families, I think I mentioned. But a case manager will hold a caseload of up to 25 households that they'll be supporting in stabilizing from a homeless situation or an unstable housing situation into becoming housed into a unit that is identified through an accelerated moving event in partnership with All Chicago and the Chicago Rents team. And so our rapid rehousing case managers come in and support households with things like becoming, knowledgeable about what a lease really means and what it means to be lease compliant, understanding what it's like to maybe transition into a new community and helping them identify resources within that new community that they may be living in. And essentially the goal is to very quickly support a household in identifying a long-term housing path that might be connecting a household to a more intensive housing opportunity if necessary, or simply supporting the household in obtaining employment to then be able to support rental payments independently post-rental assistance or rapid rehousing support services. So essentially our case managers are kind of the go-to for everything for households, including where to find support with food resources in the community, where to find jobs, how to connect to maybe their nearest doctor, where to go and get tested for COVID, where to go and get a vaccine. So our case managers are really holders of a wealth of knowledge. There are, of course, all kinds of documentation required by either All Chicago or DFSS. And we, as a team will support each other in getting those things completed, with the idea that the most important component is providing the direct service to the participant. So just a little description of the benefits that are offered here at A Safe Haven, from insurance to paid time off. One of my most valuable perks, I would say, is the flexible spending accounts. I think those are so helpful for those of us who have ongoing medical expenses. Do have an EAP, which is particularly helpful, especially during times like these when things are just tough for all. But if there are any more specific questions around the benefits A Safe Haven offers, we're happy to answer those questions. And how to apply, we have 3 options. It can be as simple as sending Gil or myself a resume and cover letter. We do have the listings available on Indeed. And the third option is directly through our website by completing a career interest form. I will say we identified 1, 2, 3 as like the quickest is just directly with Gil and myself. And the maybe slowest, because we don't oversee the career interest forms, is through our website. So those are the 3 options, but we really do prefer the first. Our hiring process can be a little intensive, and that is because A Safe Haven oversees and operates programming that receives federal funding that requires some of these different points. So unfortunately, it is a rigorous process, although we do try to attempt to make it as simple as possible for those going through screening. We do have to have, the physical exam, the TB test, background screening, and drug screening. Those are, just extra steps that we do try to support and facilitate they go as quickly as possible. And along with the typical, phone screen and interview. And here is Gil and myself's contact information. Should anyone have any questions outside of this space, our emails and phone numbers are listed. Yes, thank you.
Excellent. Thank you both to Azalea and to Gil for their presentation. And again, for any job seekers that we do have on the call or folks that just joined us, we will be having a breakout room session. So you will have the ability to speak to both Azalea and Gil. You'll be able to ask them any questions that you might have related to the application, or maybe just any general inquiries that you have about the organization itself. I did see in the chat here the ways to apply for these positions. Again, I'll go ahead and navigate back to the slide real quick here, but I just did want to note again and highlight that the session is being recorded as well. So if there's any information during today's session that you want to go back and review prior to sending out or filling out those applications, you can feel free, obviously, to reference this video and obviously get the information that you need prior to doing so. Just an FYI, we do seek to have our recordings uploaded to the Illinois WorkNet YouTube channel within 48 hours after the conclusion of the event. So just wanted to let folks know that. Thank you so much to Azalea and Gil for presenting here today. And again, please plan to stick around for the breakout rooms where you'll be able to meet with them directly. Thank you both. Our next presenter for today will be La Casa Norte. I do believe we have Shannon on the line to present for them. Shannon, are you available?
Yes. Hello, everyone. My name is Shannon Jackson. I am, my preferred pronouns is she, her, hers. I currently serve as the Director of Programs here at La Casa Norte. We are looking forward to hiring some new individuals. We could go to the next slide. Here at La Casa Norte, our mission is to serve youth and families confronting homelessness. We provide access to stable housing and deliver comprehensive services that act as a catalyst to transform lives and communities. The vision, La Casa Norte dreams of a world where people have dignity, communities thrive, and everyone belongs. A few of the available positions that we currently have. One is our rapid rehousing case manager position. We're looking to fill 6 slots for this role. You will work collaboratively with families and individuals who are experiencing homelessness and assist them with obtaining and maintaining permanent and independent housing. Be able to support clients with resources and provide in-person support, support via telephone, as well as advocate on the behalf of the client when working with other organizations. Assisting households with gaining income, being able to become self-sufficient within a 12-month span. We're hoping to have someone that is both bilingual in Spanish, but it's not, you're not obligated, but it is preferred. Have the ability to be able to demonstrate written and oral communications and group facilitation skills is a must, because we have to be able to support the clients and be able to speak to them in a language that they understand. We also require the individual to have a vehicle and a valid driver's license and insurance. Next, we have a scatter sites case manager position where we have 4 openings currently for this role. This is our permanent supportive housing program, which is slightly different from the rapid rehousing program. This is one of our programs where our clients are housed permanently, and we will provide intensive case management services to those clients, supporting them in their needs and strengthening, as well as support with their goals and other resources. We will conduct regular life skills assessments, complete monthly home visits, provide group support, crisis intervention, and typically will be able to just support this individual and or the family in their daily lives. As well as with this position, you must have a vehicle, auto insurance, as well as a valid driver's license. And we also have a permanent supportive housing supervisor position available for 1 individual. This role will oversee our permanent supportive housing, youth and college, and our Pierce House housing programs. And looking for someone who may have experience in the housing sector, as well as some behavioral health experience as well. With all of the positions, you must be able to pass a DCFS background check. This position will have to be a bit more flexible because things happen and we'll need to be able to provide some support. Our benefits, we have 21 days per year off. You get six days, 9 paid holidays. We're offered Blue Cross Blue Shield, HMO and PPO. There's dental and vision. I think the vision is free. The employer pays 100% of that. They also offer 403B retirement plan, $25,000 life insurance policy, the option to purchase additional life insurance policy, long-term disability insurance at no cost to the employee, flexible spending and transit savings program, as well as a child care savings program. They offer that support. We have the EPA program, and then of course, direct deposit for staff who are interested. To apply, you could go to www.lacasanorte.org/careers, and the positions are listed there. Or you could reach me, my contact information, sjackson@lacasanorte.org, or call by phone 773-276-4900, extension 245.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that presentation, Shannon. And again, for folks that just joined us, I want to go ahead and mention again that we will be holding a breakout room session following all of our presenters here today, where you'll have an opportunity to be able to meet with these organizations, speak with the presenters that we have on the line, ask any questions that you do have regarding application procedures or just any other questions that you may have. So please plan to stick around for that. Again, that'll be following all of our employer presentations here today. Thank you, Shannon. Our next presenter will be the Christian Community Health Center, and I do believe we have Danielle on the line to present. Danielle, are you available?
Good morning, I'm available.
Excellent. You can begin whenever you're ready.
Okay. Good morning, all. My name is Dawn Britton, and I have been with Christian Community Health Center for 4 years. I currently wear 2 hats here at the agency, one as the supervisor of the Expedited Housing Initiative Program, and I am also the housing specialist for 4 permanent housing programs we administer here at the agency. So to tell you some things about Christian Community, we are a premier network of federally qualified health centers and a community-based 501c3 nonprofit organization founded in 1991 to address the lack of health care in the Roseland community on Chicago's South Side. CCHC currently operates 5 sites in Chicago and the South suburbs, and we have 3 health centers, one located on Hoster Street, Inner City, one in South Holland, as well as Calumet City. Our mission here is to provide high quality primary health care and related services to the community, regardless of ability to pay, in a manner which demonstrates in word and deed the love of Jesus Christ. Next slide. Our vision is to be the premier organization across the state of Illinois, providing an integrated and coordinated healthcare and social service system, promoting the health and well-being of the communities we serve. Why are we unique? Primary care is our anchor program, but CCHC has become equally renowned for our presence as a multi-pronged social service agency. The following listed below are the services that CCHC provides. I'm just going to go through a few of them. Primary care, medical care, oral health care. We have behavioral health and counseling services. We have HIV testing, prevention and treatment. We have an on-site pharmacy. We have a substance use treatment. We also provide permanent supportive housing and homeless outreach. And we also have the shelter, which is our Monty House, and an affordable housing building that has 36 rental units. We are currently looking to hire for one housing liaison position. The housing liaison is responsible for engaging and assisting homeless participants during the COVID-19 health crisis who are in hotels, shelters, and other locations into housing. This will include supporting individuals as they move into a short-term housing solution, first, and maintaining contact and engagement as required to assist the participant with transitioning from short-term housing to either permanent supportive housing or subsidized housing. The qualifications for this is a bachelor's degree plus 2 years experience in social services, case management experience preferred, must have an automobile, a valid driver's license, and a clean moving vehicle record. And you may have to work occasional late evenings or weekends. Our employee benefits are as follows. The hourly rate is between $19.24 an hour to $23.85. We have mileage reimbursement and cell phone stipend, 8 paid holidays per calendar year. We have generous PTO, which is 15 days per year, free employment assistance program. We have employee credit union, qualifying nonprofit employee for federal loan forgiveness, a 403B retirement plan. And then we have group benefits that includes life insurance, medical insurance, dental and vision insurance, and also supplemental benefits such as short-term disability, life insurance, critical illness, accidents insurance through Guardian. Next slide. You can apply for the housing liaison position or other positions that's open here at the agency at the website listed below. And here is my contact information if you have any questions. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you so much for that presentation, Dawn. And with that, we have reached the conclusion of our employer panel here for today. So what we're going to go ahead and do now is just kind of give you a brief overview of the breakout rooms process and procedure before we go ahead and open up those rooms. So again, if you did register for this event, you should have received an email with this information. But again, if you are encountering issues, moving freely from room to room or opening up the breakout rooms altogether, it may be that you're running an outdated version of Zoom client for meetings. So again, we just want to bring this to your attention and let you know that, again, if you're encountering any of those issues that I just mentioned, you may need to download the most recent version of Zoom client for meetings. As you'll see there, you can download this at zoom.us/download. I'll also throw that into the chat here once I'm done giving this brief presentation. How to join a breakout room session. I've got a few screenshots here that I just wanted to share with you folks to let you know how to go about joining these rooms. Now, if you're already looking for them at the moment, you will not see these icons until I actually open up the room. So please be patient with me. Once I open up the breakout rooms, what you should see if you're joining via laptop or desktop is the upper screenshot, if you will, that you see here. And again, I'll navigate back to that. You'll see a breakout rooms icon similar to this one that's showing here with the red box around it, if you will. What you'll do is you'll go ahead and click on that breakout rooms icon, and what will open up is our second screenshot here, which will just be a window with all of the employers or presenters that we have on the line today. They'll be listed in order of presentation. And again, any of those folks that you want to join with, what you'll go ahead and do once you see that window is you'll see a join button, if you will, or tab off to the right-hand side with the red circle that you see here. You'll click join and you'll join that session. Now, how you move between room to room, I want to go ahead and highlight that as well. All you'll do is rinse and repeat the same process. So what I mean by that is, again, when you're ready to move to another room, you'll move your cursor here. That toolbar should pop up. You'll click that breakout rooms icon. It'll open up this window again, and then you'll click the next employer that you want to join, so on and so forth. Now, the next thing that I want to go ahead and mention here is sometimes we have folks join on mobile devices. So you're joining by a cell phone or laptop or something similar, or not laptop, excuse me, tablet or something similar. You may not see the breakout rooms icon, if you will, in the main toolbar, but there should be a tab similar to the one that you see here off to the right-hand side. It'll be something like more. You'll click on that, and what should open up will be a drop-down menu. And about halfway down that menu will be a listing for breakout rooms. You'll click on that, and it'll open up this same window that you see here. And then the process will be the same. You'll just click join for the organization that you want to meet with. And then you'll just follow that process again to be able to move from room to room. I will put this back up on the screen as well for you to reference. Again, just wanted to give a quick overview. So as you'll see here, each of our employer reps will be designated to their breakout rooms. We'll have a member of a planning team in the room with you for basic troubleshooting. For today's session, we'll have 20 minutes total for the session. And again, assuming you have that most recent Zoom client for meetings downloaded, you'll be able to move freely throughout all those employer rooms. You'll also be able to unmute yourself and turn your cameras on as well to speak with the representatives. Our last slide here before we open up these rooms, again, are just a few ground rules that we want to go ahead and highlight. Again, just be mindful of the employer's time. Once you've asked your question, received a response, please make sure that you mute yourself and allow your fellow job seekers the same opportunity. Again, you are more than welcome to share your video and camera, but please be mindful that everybody will be able to see what's going on in the background, so on and so forth. So just keep things respectful, keep them professional, and just be mindful of that. Again, we do have a process here to address folks that are being disruptive or inconsiderate. Again, if you are, you'll receive a verbal warning by partner staff. If you disregard that warning, we can place you permanently on mute. You won't be kicked out of the session. You'll still be able to ask questions in the chat, but just know you will no longer have priority status, meaning that the employer will get to you as time permits. If you are permanently muted, again, and you use that chat feature to cause further disruption, the staff will have the ability to eject you from the session entirely. And the way Zoom works is if you are ejected from the session, unfortunately, you will not be permitted re-entry. So those are just a few things, ground rules that I wanted to go over with folks. I will go ahead and navigate back to this instructional slide that we do have here. Again, I do have our countdown timer set to 20 minutes. You should see that in the right-hand corner, so that'll let you know how much time we have left in the session. Once that time has elapsed and we've reached that 20th minute, if you will, I have a countdown timer set to 60 seconds. So there will be a window that'll pop up letting you know that there'll be a minute left in the session before that session will close, and we'll be back in the main room, which we're in here right now. Once we've reached the end of that 20 minutes and everybody's back here in the main room, we'll give a few concluding remarks and we will end this session. One other thing that I wanted to note, if you're having trouble joining a session on your own using the process that I just outlined, feel free to throw whatever organization it is you'd like to meet with in the chat for me. I can manually assign you to a room. Again, if you're having issues, you'll just want to be sure to accept the invite once I send it to you. So again, if you're having any technical difficulties joining a room, just throw the organization into the chat and I'll get you sent there. I want to go ahead and note the employers that we do have on the line. Again, we have Safe Haven, La Casa Norte, and we also have Christian Community Health Center on the line. So those are the three that we do have on the line. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and open up these rooms. And again, we'll meet back here after 20 minutes. Thank you, everybody. Welcome back, everybody. I do believe that we have most of the folks back in from the breakout rooms. Again, just want to go ahead and turn things over here to Victor real briefly with the partnership to give a few concluding remarks regarding today's session.
All right, thank you very much. So I was able to connect with all three agencies and discuss about what will be the following up steps. I just want to thank everybody for today's attendance. We'll definitely be in touch and then we can provide you more details. Thank you very much for attending the virtual job fair today.
Thank you so much for that, Victor. And a few things that I wanted to go ahead and note here before we wrap things up. Again, the session has been recorded and I will be uploading this to the Illinois WorkNet YouTube channel under the virtual job fairs playlist within 48 hours after the event. So you will be able to view, again, all of the presentations, all of the information that was provided here today at that time. Another thing that I wanted to go ahead and note here for the employers or the presenters, if you will, that are on the line is that I will be sending you all the registration report for the event here within 48 hours as well. So you will have that and contact information for our attendees. And then as a final note here, of course, I wanted to give a huge thanks to our employers, our presenters who joined us today, took times out of your schedule to meet with folks and present the excellent information that you did. And then of course, to the job seekers as well. Thank you all for joining us today. And we hope, of course, that this event was fruitful for you and that hopefully it will lead you to your next job or career opportunity. Thank you all. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.